We're like straight in that Romeo and Juliet, like, battle drama stuff. This is Oz territory. Weapons and violence of all sorts are strictly prohibited. If you don't want to be turned into Swiss cheese, you'd best leave immediately. Huh. It's not terribly fond of Swiss cheese. I'm not terribly fond of Swiss cheese, but the image seems rather apt, don't you agree? Harry let go of the girl's hand and snapped his fingers. At the signal, men in black suits appeared to surround Caesar. Like Cara Mia, every single one of them trained their own handgun onto him. Fine, everyone's gonna be mean to little old Caesar. I'm just trying to get my prey. Caesar grabbed Cara Mia's gun and shoved it away. Alright, so everyone at this point has attacked or defended me pretty aptly. But what's my name? I don't want to know what my name is. The men in black suits tensed up, ready to fire at a single word from Cara Mia. We've sure run into some luminaries here. Cara Mia and Kyrie are rad. No, at ease. Cara Mia raised his right hand, and the men lowered their weapons. Now go. You best remember that neck of yours is mine to slit, my prey. Thanks, Caesar. Cold. He's a cold dude. I don't know what his intentions are, but they sound really kinky. Slit my throat. Mine, really? Make me blush, Caesar. Pray, huh? Just what kind of relationship do you have with this Caesar, little miss? I have no idea. He was just standing there when I woke up, and before I knew it, there was like a sword in my face, and I was like, whoa, this is one of those kinds of shows, isn't it? I don't even know his name until now. Kyrie's like, oh god. Speaking of names, what is yours? Ah, this is gonna feel so good. Come on, give me the name. What's the name? Your name, you haven't told it. It's... Oh, we don't know, do we? Oh, something the matter? She couldn't remember her name. She couldn't remember it. And it wasn't just her name that she couldn't remember. She couldn't remember her entire mind seemed to be engulfed in a thick fog. Couldn't pull up a single memory. That old chestnut that we've seen in every single one of these. I don't know, I'm in an unfamiliar town with unfamiliar people. I don't even know who I am. A wave of anxiety rolled through her body, paralyzing her with helplessness. I don't know, who am I?
Before you'll be back, I'm sure. You feel your prayers never hurt, but I hear each word. I'm faithful and I'm seeing you through. Do you know how great my love is for you? I love you more than anyone before, and I'm gonna love you for the rest of your life. I love you more than anyone before, and I'll never leave you for the rest of your life. When you don't know where you are, just know
Wow, so that's how we introduce OZMAFIA. I'm just like blown away. I wasn't expecting like Switchfoot to show up and be the music artist for this. Like this weird like generic early 2000s rock pop song like out of nowhere. Thanks Matchbox 20. Glad you showed up for this. Okay. Let's bring it in. Let's talk. So OZMAFIA, we are definitely in Oz, and I love this motif that they've been going with about bringing light or bringing colors into the world. So we have, it showed up in the main sequence there a couple times. It was kind of inferred, but they've talked about it. Their main point with bringing up the main story of The Wizard of Oz, the original, was that they wanted to talk about going from grayscale to going to color, and I think that's really cool. Basically, that's centering our main character as being like the light, or like the prism that everyone's characters that starts out gray goes into, and then shoots out into being a rainbow, a variety of colors. And you saw how many different characters there were in that main music video. So my goal every time we play these, and every time we go into a story like this, is maybe it's not necessarily seeing how the main character adapts to her situation. Sometimes it's just seeing how the boys or the other characters in this show change over time, and to see how we are like a prism to their personalities, and how those personalities can expand into a rainbow of colors. All right, game on. Let's jump back in and let's see what kind of damage we can do to this poor world that we have been set on and already multiple times evoked in some way. When she next awoke, a ceiling fan greeted her eyes. Soft noises whispered from it as it slowly turned around and round. Waking up in a strange place again. She sat up a bit and realized that someone had laid her on a couch and covered her with a blanket. I don't know where I am again. Her confusion filled her with despair. You're up. Meh. Stay put. I'll get them. Get them? Who are you getting? Who are you? God dang it, he left. I don't know who that was. I don't know anything. Hello, Signorina. How are you feeling? Mr. Karamia! Mr. Kyrie! Oh, my boys, you're back. I see you've learned our names, even though you don't seem to know your own. You don't remember? Is that true, Signorina? Yes. Very. See, isn't that what I just said? You lie on occasion. I can't just take your word for it. That is not true. Yay, is this my butler boys? I like the glasses. We got the glasses thing going. I also like it. It looks like everyone's got their own color. Interesting that we are all extremely formal wear. Nobody has so far taken away from the three-piece suit motif. Two of our characters have loose ties. One is that a bow tie or some kind of like ascot thing? It's important. I just want to see how we can change. Well, meanwhile, we have two blazers, and the third character is a vest. It's like everyone's kind of just mixing, matching what kind of formal wear options there are, because unfortunately boys have a very low number of possible choices. Lots of design styles that you can do, and you can form with the very limited options, but total number of options: shirt, jacket, vest, some kind of neckwear accessory. That's kind of the whole long and short of it. Two bands. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the two bands on our boy's neck. Oh, I guess you kind of can't really see it underneath my head, but it's right there. I'm wondering what that's about too. All right, Axel. My, how unusual. Defending me, Axel? It's not an occasion. You lie all the time, Kyrie. Ha! That is true. Karamia sat down on the table next to the couch. Sitting on the table. Look at our little fancy boys. If what Kyrie says is true, not only do you not know your name, but you're not a villager either. Indeed, I looked for a mark, but I couldn't find one. Villager? A mark? What? Maybe I can be a cool, rich kid like all these guys. Maybe I'm an aristocrat. I don't know. You don't know how this town works? Sorry. No worries. You can always learn the things you don't know. Don't be so prickly, Axel. I'm gonna be prickly. I'm a big prickly pear. Axel's a big prickly pear. He's prickly. We have so many things to do in so little time, but I guess we ought to start by introducing ourselves and this whole town. Several family control this town. We are famiglia Oz. Our Don is Caramia. Okay, so we're full on in this Italian mafia kind of situation. I see. So, multiple familiae control the town. This is our cool crew, Oz. Caramia is the Don. I don't know if I would have taken him for the Don, but I guess he is, huh? Looking at everyone else on the wings of Caramia. Interesting. You are talking to me. The Don. Is that some sort of important person in the famiglia? Close enough. I'd have never guessed. Pardon my rudeness. Or, now that I mention it, okay. I see 3 boys, I see 3 choices. Do I want to join in being prickly? Or do I want to excuse myself outright? Or do I want to get a little flirty with our Don? I kind of want to get flirty with our Don, because I know he's the boss. Now that you mention it. Oh, it's just so early though. I feel like there's so many other characters in this game. It's so early. Arg! Now that you mention it, I guess you do seem like you could be a Don. Work it, girl. Hustle these boys. Seem like I could be. Actually am one. Well, don't worry about titles. I'm no good with formalities anyway. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Although, calling you Don Caramia would be pretty freaking awesome. Our consigliere, our number 2 is Kyrie. If you need help with anything, he'll lend you a hand. I hate having to do annoying things and work for strangers, though. But it is my job, so I'll do something to help. Harry seems like a kind person, but he doesn't hesitate to speak his mind either. Straight shooter. I'm down with Kyrie. He seems legit. Alright, Caramia is number 1. Kyrie is number 2. Is Axel number 3? It's none of your business. Oh! I'm sorry! Axel, didn't I tell you to cut that out? Yeah. This girl isn't part of the famiglia. Gonna have to figure out how to pronounce that. It's kind of funny when, It's kind of funny when Mr. You Must Always Obey the Don violates his own policy. Frick me. Frickers. Frick Jack Swenson, I'm fricked. I am the Caparizame. That's all I'm saying, because I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not saying nothing more, Axel. Thanks for that. Mr. Axel's kind of scary. Aside from us, we have dozens of soldati. Most of them are outside of the estate, though. They were the ones who carried you here. On the backs of many men. Oh, did they now? Well, thank you for that. What? Why are you thinking us? You were basically just kidnapped. If you hadn't saved me, Mr. Caesar might have killed me. Thank you doesn't even begin to cover it. What an interesting person you are, Signorina. I don't think I could bear to part with you. Oh,